Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, and getting right into it. This is the pre-market analysis for QOL Trading. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel so you can get future video notification on videos and up-to-date information. Before we get into the market data here, if you haven't done already, go to the QOL website. And let me copy this and paste it. And in the website, you can join our Discord community. Clicking up here on the right-hand side, joining the Discord community is free. And then down below, put your name and your email address here. And then you will get newsletters on Sundays. We've done 8 editions so far. In the newsletter, we talk about the week in review and the market ahead. We cover everything from earnings to geopolitical risk, everything that's pretty much happening that would affect the financial markets. So go ahead and make sure you get to the website, take a look at the website and what we have to offer. Anyways, getting right into it. We have core CPI. There's a couple numbers that are important this week. These two numbers right here. There's some Fed speak today as well at 12 o'clock. You've got a bond auction also right after 12. Tomorrow you have PPI. And then, the vote starts for the Fed chair nomination. So that's going to be important. I would say that that's going to be the catalyst for maybe the markets to get a little pullback right now. But anyways, let's get into these numbers here. Core CPI, it was 0.4%. It's up a little bit. Without even looking at it, it's probably going to impact the markets a little bit. Month over month, it's in line. And year over year, it's up, a little bit. So let's get into things. And like I said, tomorrow you've got PPI numbers. So they're probably going to be pretty similar to the CPI. So anyways, let's get into things. Let's start here with the VIX, like we have been doing lately. The VIX is still kind of calm. We still have some, gap downs to fill here. Got a gap down here from April 8th. Nothing's changed, people. So take a picture of these charts. There's nothing really earth-shattering that's happening here. You have one gap down here from March 30th at $30.34. You got a gap up here from yesterday right now. So we are above the 20-day moving average right now. We're above the 200-day moving average. So you got to watch that right now. So the VIX is moving higher right now. So it has an inverse effect on the equity market. So as the VIX starts to push higher, your equities are going lower. So it's just a gauge. Let's get into crude real quick. Just keep an eye on that. We have crude above $100 a barrel. You've got, if you get, I would say if crude gets above this 105, I think 110 is coming into play here. We are above the moving averages now. So we are above the 50, above the 20. So it's important, we want to get that number down below these moving averages so it doesn't impact our pocketbook as well. And looking at Brent crude is elevated as well, above the 20, which is sitting at $103.96 a barrel. And of course, above the 50 at the $101.37 a barrel. It could be pushing, if you get above that 109.93 number, you get into that 114 level right there. So let's get into the ES. We're going to try to push through quickly today. ES right now, consolidating happening right now. Trying to, every day it's like pushing new high. You got that new all-time high at 74, 54, 75. You have an extension at 161.8% extension on the Fibonacci level. And that is coming into play. Let me see if it gives us our parameters here. So that's coming into play from March of this year. And basically that's when the big rally started happening, was March. So I took it to March and then the middle of April right here. And then it gave us our extensions here. So pullback level, you still have these open point of controls. The main point of control that I see that you want to see us pull back to is this 66.57.77 number. It's not a matter of, look, I hate to be this deliberate about something, but the markets are going to pull back at some point. What that catalyst is going to be, I don't know. I'm sure people have been saying that, well, yeah, the markets, You know, you've been saying that ever since the markets, you know, had this low here back at the end of March, right? So I would not mind to see this pullback here. This is really an ideal pullback. I've gone over this before. So, and it falls right in a line here. I would say 70, 34, 76 is that first line. If you lose that, then you come right down in here in between these moving averages, which is not a bad spot. That I would say 68, 57, 77. This is the ESO. I'd like to see some pullback. I'm sure everybody would. It's not healthy for the market to continue to go straight up, right? So let's get into the SPY. SPY is going to show you the similar drawings, right? Same thing. Take a look at these people. Let me see if I can expand this. Maybe I'll give us 30 here. I don't mind this pullback down into this 708 level, but ideally 682.26 is the ideal pullback level I like. That would mean that you're going to lose a 20-day moving average of 715.72. And again, as far as what we have up on the high side, the only level that I have up here, because we're uncharted territory, is 803. It's a regressional trend line that I started drawing from October 13th of 2022. So I would say good line in the sand here today. This pre-market low 728.62 would be a nice target. If you lose that, I think then you're going to start, you know, heading back down to the 716.87 and then the 20-day moving average 715. So let's get over to the NASDAQ. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button and like this video. And then go down to the description and you can join our Discord community. So same thing on the NASDAQ here. NASDAQ looking for that continuous pullback right now. I would say good line in the sand. We're approaching it right now. I think this is Friday's high. No, this is Thursday's high, actually. 28,944.75. Friday's high, or Thursday's high, rather. And then below that, I like this 28,631 level. So good levels of support down there. If you lose those levels, then you're coming into this 76.4% retracement. And that Fibonacci extension at the 127% Fibonacci extension at 27,931.17. So a little pullback would be nice. However, we could be sitting here in this consolidation pattern here between 28,944.75 and then this 29,407.98 level. Let's get into the Qs. The Qs right now. Qs very similar. I would say as long as we're below Friday's highs right now, you're going to get some. Pullback right here. 700 is a psychological number if the markets pull back there. If you lose that, I think. You know, I don't see much stopping us from pulling back at least to the 674 and maybe into the 666.64 level. And then it's right above the 20-day moving average at 665. And then if you lose that, I like the 656.53 level for us to pull back to. So, but right now could be sitting here in a consolidation pattern, holding, waiting for a deal to potentially happen over in the Middle East. But you also have, I think what's outshining the, believe it or not, the Iran war right now is the nomination of the new Fed. So that, to me, that is going to have more of an impact on the markets long haul than the what's happening in Iran. Iran is going to work itself out, people, at some point, right? So one way or the other, it may not be a positive way, but it'll work its way out. So let's get into Tesla right now. A lot of things that we're talking about, very exciting with Tesla right now. A new indicator that I've added, and I've been pretty much raving about this, just to go over Tesla's levels from yesterday. Here was the 5-minute opening range yesterday, and this is one thing. This is kind of our backbone where we base all of our trades off of. 421.51 was the low, 425.70 was the high. This is an automatic plot. So this new indicator that we're back testing right now, and I'm actually trading on it because it's just complementing what I always do anyways. You can see that these arrows get populated. I did not draw these arrows. It gets populated as the market is moving and it's live. So you can see after you had the first break, it did not actually initiate a trade here. It didn't initiate a trade. It initiated the trade on the break at 840. And then right here, this midline, I identify that as a stop. So if it got above there, I actually took the trade. I actually took it on the first break, right? And then I got out of that trade right there. However, if you did take this trade, this solid purple line here is your first target, and then this dotted purple line is your second target. This dotted line right here represents the previous day's low. And then on the upside, so now what happens, once you're in this trade, this little yellow dot populates and tells you to get out of your trade, that the trade is no good anymore, so you're out. Then what happened here, this light blue, this solid light blue is initiating an early call buy, right? And then it pulled back here, and then you see this red right here, it actually stopped you out of this early call, and then initiated another early call entry, and then you've taken it up here. This was the high right here, or actually, excuse me, this is the mid-range of the 5-minute high break, and then your first target, right? So it tells you where to exit right there. So it did not initiate a break. It did not initiate an additional call entry on this break here because you were already in the early call. So if you were not in the early call, then you would have initiated a break right here, your first, and then once you broke that high of 425.70, your first target was 429.89, of which you hit, of course, without any sweat whatsoever. And then it went into this green dotted line that you see that extends just about here. This is yesterday's high. And so it hit both price targets, and the second price target was 431.99. And then, of course, you see how high it got. It got up to $450, call it. So another thing that I want to go over from yesterday that we went over in the pre-market, let me just get this all clean, and then we'll get to the trading chart. So I identified yesterday this speed zone, and I said that if we lose this level right here, we're going to fill this speed zone. And right to the penny, people, boom, came right down here, and I had the speed zone marked, and then I highlighted. I did not change this. Market came right down here, came down to, what is it, about 417, and then we rallied about 32 points, huh? That's crazy. Crazy move on Tesla yesterday. So now the same thing is happening again. This is going to create, I'm going to remove this drawing. But this straight up move right now, I'm going to probably take it down into here, which is a high. I'm just going to leave it alone for right now, but you have to be prepared right here. This is a 15-minute chart we're looking at. When you have these straight up moves, people, it becomes that speed zone we're talking about. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually mark it right here, because that's where the pre-market went. So I would say if we lose this 434.07 level, I'm actually going to mark it here. I'm going to call this one a speed zone also. And we'll put it on the left, and we'll mark it gray so it just does not bother us. So I would say you're going to get that speed zone. You'll probably get maybe get a little support in here for this weekly high here, Friday's high at 431.20. So a little break and retest of this level. Maybe the market pulls back there. If you do lose this high right here, I think this whole area right here is going to become a speed zone. And then you'll probably pull back here to this 424.06 level. As a matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to mark this here as a little tiny speed zone for us. But Tesla seems to be one of the stronger stocks on the on our board these days. So nice to see. We're probably going to have a little resistance up here at this 450 level. But now one thing I want you to pay attention to, look at these point of controls that we've had up here, right? So we've had this point of control up here since January. And so now if you do pop up at this 458.84 level, I would anticipate a little resistance up here. And if you pop through that, you got this 478.39, which is a point of control that's open since December 26th of last year. So if you do get some, I would mark this. Well, we're going to be able to mark this high right now. Let's see how it's populating here on our charts here. So it's already populated here for us. Here's our close from yesterday. If you pop up to this 445, it's a close from yesterday. I would anticipate you get a little resistance there And then if you do get above that, then you push towards yesterday's highs of 449.16. And then you'll see, you're starting to see right now on this new indicator that we have here, it starts to populate the pre-market low and high, right? So as you can see now, this dotted line right here, it represents pre-market right here. Everything from the left of this dotted line is post-market from yesterday. So these lines that populate, these dotted lines, they populate and they represent highs and lows of the pre-market. So those are big levels for people to pay attention to. So come into the Discord channel, and then after seeing the Discord channel for a little bit, and you want to see this live trade, you come on in and you join the trading room, and we'll be able to go over the live trade. So what we're going to do for today, and then if you do join the Discord, it's a monthly fee to have this access to watch us go over all the trades, and then that new indicator it's identifying our entries, right? It's a clean entry. And by the way, people, this is all educational. You must do your own homework. You have to become your own trader. But these are beautiful, beautiful little indicators that we have that give us a little more, leverage and just more confirmation on the trades that we've been studying for all these years. So what I'm going to start with today, I've got a 455 call that expires tomorrow, so we have 2 days of time on this, right? So you can see it closed at 385, 390, and then I've got a 340 put that expires tomorrow as well. So and that closed at $5 premium here. So we're going to have we have a couple days today and tomorrow for these premium for the theta to hold itself up. So I don't anticipate it to be that volatile in the morning, as far as after the morning 5 minutes is done. But then towards the end of the day, your theta is going to come into play, and then your premium levels are going to get deflated a little bit. Another thing to note also, I was able to put this new indicator on the option side. So this 1 minute option, it's identifying the entries just as well, right? So right here, these populate. It's a bit noisy when the trades are going on, so I've kind of taken that off, and I just have gone to something a little less evasive here, and trying to test that out because the bubbles are just too big. However, it is showing you some tremendous profits, and it's hitting your targets even on the let me just see here. Yeah, so even on your premium prices, it's hitting your targets. So we are definitely monitoring this as well, and it's been very successful right now. So that's something that we want to continue to watch. It works just as good. You can see it up top here. It's identifying. See, all these are all stationary right now, but when the markets are open, they flash and they identify when the trades are. So very exciting stuff. Come on into the Discord channel and learn more about this indicator. We are going to start marketing this indicator shortly. It's really fantastic, people. So does it tell you, does it automatically trade for you? Absolutely not, and it won't. And this is all for educational purposes. And you have to do your own homework. You have to do your own back testing. But I think the way this is back testing right now, I did a quick preliminary back test. I think it's about a 68% over the last year. So, but still got to work out the bugs on that back testing as well. So nothing is concrete just yet. So, but nonetheless, I am trading off of it. I do have it on one of my screens, and that's what I'm going to use. So again, this is what I'm starting the day with. 440 puts expire tomorrow. 455 calls expire tomorrow. As the morning moves, I could adjust these prices. Yesterday, when I started the day, I certainly did not have the 455 calls up here, right? Yesterday, I think I started the day, I think I had the 440 calls up there. And then as the day moved on and the premium got a little more expensive, I lowered my premium price, but I still stayed above that sweet spot, that $3 premium there. So anyways, that's going to be it for today. Come on and join our Discord channel down below by hitting that link. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and like this video. If I don't see you in the Discord channel, I will see everybody tomorrow. Have a great day and trade safe.